This next segment is specifically designed for our DOT drivers. Whether you're driving a mixer truck, a flatbed truck, a quad, or a dump truck, all the rules and regulations are the same. First of all, you must wear your PPE. It is required that you wear your hard hat when you're out of the truck, when you're at the job site, when you're coming on to check with dispatch. If you can't remember to wear your hard hat when you get out of the truck, wear it while you're driving. Ha ha ha. In addition to that, you're going to be issued clear safety glasses, shaded safety glasses. If you wear prescription glasses, we do not furnish prescription safety glasses, but we do furnish the glasses to wear over them to protect your prescription glasses from getting damaged or scratched. Please note that most of our commercial job sites, as well as the quarries we're picking up aggregate materials, require that you have eyeglasses on to make a delivery or do a pickup. That means if you jump out of your truck and you don't have the requirement stuff, they can prevent you from coming back to that job site. That's why we give you the clear safety glasses. Most truck drivers wear shades year round. They like them, they're cool, they're comfortable. But keep the clear safety glasses in the glove compartment box of your truck once you're released. That way if you ever forget your glasses, you don't go somewhere where you can't make a delivery or do a pickup because you've been banned for not having your PPE. In addition, we require that anytime you're on the yard that your eyes are covered, because our biggest element out here is sand blowing, and just a little grain of sand in your eye can cause a lot of pain. So we want to make sure we protect them. If you're washing the truck and that other things, we don't want anything to fly off the truck and into your eye. The next thing we're going to provide you with is a pair of work gloves. You may or may not need them depending upon what kind of driving you're doing, but we go ahead and give everybody a pair so that you're well equipped to have those things on hand. In addition to that, we're going to issue a safety vest. You are required to wear your safety vest over your clothes, and your safety vest will be good probably for about a month before it starts looking like it's had better days, but no worries, about that time your uniform should already be here. We will furnish you uniforms. We issue 13 pants, 13 shirts, 2 jackets, 2 covers, and 2 liners. And when your uniforms come in, they are the level 2 reflective strips. So you no longer have to wear the vest to make deliveries to the quarries and or our job sites and our commercial sites. So your vest will no longer be required. On a side note, if your vest still looks good, I encourage you to go ahead and wash it, throw it in your glove compartment box once your uniforms come in. So in the likely event that you have to have someone spot traffic or you have a breakdown, you've got that added vest that you can offer someone for visibility. The next thing you're required to have that we do not furnish is steel-toe shoes. I get a lot of questions about steel-toe shoes, so hopefully this will answer the questions as a whole. Steel-toe shoes have lots of ratings, but simply we're looking to make sure that if we take a hammer to the toes of the boot, it simply doesn't move. So instead of stressing out about ANSI ratings, look for the reinforcement of the toe. If you're like me, I personally do not like the feeling of a steel toe because a steel toe boot is very heavy. So I prefer wearing what's known as a composite shoe. If you're unfamiliar with a composite shoe, it's the same thing as a steel toe, except it's a lighter version material. And it does meet approval and ANSI rating. How can you tell if the one you're looking at will pass? The hammer test. If the toe doesn't bend, you know those shoes are susceptible. If they do bend, then you know that you cannot wear them. You are not allowed to work, period, without steel-toe shoes on your feet or composite shoes. Please note that you need to make sure that your ankle is covered with your shoes. You do not have to wear full work boots, but you have to wear at least hiker boots to have the ankle secure so that we don't have any injuries as you're climbing in and out of the truck. Again, your safety is first. The next thing on our list is your mentor is going to show you how to do a pre-trip inspection for your truck, and if it applies, your trailer and forklift. Please note, we expect our operators to follow the rules of DOT and OSHA and carefully inspect their equipment and making any notifications or anything that needs to be done. We do not want you simply checking you did if you didn't. Your mentor will show you how we do that through our different devices, and if you have any problems with your equipment or you find that your equipment is not safe to operate, don't. Call dispatch. We care about you. We have spare equipment. They will kindly get you on another piece of equipment that you can drive until your machine is up to par. Lastly, the most important thing to remind our drivers about is that you must take a requirement of 10 hours between shifts. So what that means for you is we're going to make sure we keep your hours legal. We're following the hours of service. Dispatch is getting you off when we need to and so forth. And our different class drivers have different restrictions they can do. And all that will be explained to you during your training and how it relates to your specific job title. However, you as a driver are 100% responsible for making sure that when you get off from us, that you are going home to rest. We have a strict no moonlighting policy because if you're working for us, we have to add those on our times that you're doing another job, and that prevents you from being available to drive for us. So when you're off, no moonlighting. You must take a full 10-hour break in between shifts. So if you're asked to get off the day at 2 o'clock and you don't get off until 2:05, you can't come back in at midnight for a midnight pour. You've got to call your dispatcher and let him or her know that you didn't clock out to after 2 o'clock so they can adjust your start time to allow you to take that full 10-hour break. There are no exceptions with that. We cannot willingly allow a fatigued driver to start their shift. And per DOT, if any driver has not been off duty for 10 full hours, you are not allowed to drive. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call your safety department and we'll be happy to explain this, or your dispatcher. Don't worry, there are some restrictions where we can run a 14-hour day. We have allowances for our air mile radius, and those things are more specific you'll get during training, but we cannot willingly allow you to start without that 10-hour break, and we cannot allow any moonlighting because we have to make sure our restarts are good for the new week.